Sutra 1.2
yogash chitta vritti nirodhah.
The restraint of the modifications of the mind stuff is yoga.
Commentary. In this sutra, Patanjali gives the goal of yoga. For a keen student, this one sutra would be enough because the rest of them only explain this one. If the restraint of the mental modifications is achieved, one has reached the goal of yoga. The entire science of yoga is based on this. Patanjali has given the definition of yoga and at the same time the practice. If you can control the rising of the mind into ripples, you will experience yoga. Now we will discuss the meaning of each word of this sutra. Normally the word yoga is translated as union, but for a union there should be two things to unite. In this case, what is to unite with what? So here we take yoga to mean the yogic experience. The extraordinary experience gained by controlling the modifications of the mind is itself called yoga. Chitta is the sum total of the mind. To have a full picture of what Patanjali means by mind, you should know that within the chitta are different levels. The basic mind is called ahamkara, or the ego, the I feeling. This gives rise to the intellect or discriminative faculty which is called buddhi. Another stage is called manas, the desiring part of the mind, which gets attracted to outside things through the senses. For example, say you are quietly sitting enjoying the solitude when a nice smell comes from the kitchen. The moment the manas records, "I'm getting a fine smell from somewhere," the buddhi discriminates. What is that smell? I think it's cheese. How nice. What kind? Swiss? Yes, it's Swiss cheese. Then once the buddhi decides, yes, it's a nice piece of Swiss cheese like you enjoyed in Switzerland last year. The ahamkara says, oh, is it so? Then I should have some now. These three things happen one at a time, but so quickly that we seldom distinguish between them. These modifications give rise to the effort to get the cheese. The want was created, and unless you fulfill it by peeping into the kitchen and eating the cheese, your mind won't go back to its original peaceful condition. The want is created, then the effort to fulfill the want, and once you fulfill it, you are back to your original peaceful position. So normally you are in the peaceful state. That is the natural condition of the mind. But these chitta vrittis, or the modifications of the mind stuff, disturb that peace. All the differences in the outside world are the outcome of your mental modifications. For example, imagine you have not seen your father since your birth, and he returns when you are 10 years old. He knocks at your door. Opening it, you see a strange face. You run to your mama saying, "Mama, there's a stranger at the door." Your mama comes and sees her long-lost husband. With all joy, she receives him and introduces him as your father. You say, "Oh, my daddy." A few minutes before, he was a stranger. Now he has become your daddy. Did he change into your daddy? No, he is the same person. You created the idea of stranger, then changed it to daddy. That's all. The entire outside world is based on your thoughts and mental attitude. The entire world is your own projection. Your values may change within a fraction of a second. Today you may not even want to see the one who was your sweet honey yesterday. If we remember that, we won't put so much stress on outward things. That is why yoga does not bother much about changing the outside world. There is a Sanskrit saying, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. As the mind, so the person. Bondage or liberation are in your own mind. If you feel bound, you are bound. If you feel liberated, you are liberated. Things outside neither bind nor liberate you. Only your attitude toward them does that. That is why whenever I speak to prison inmates, I say, You all feel you are imprisoned and anxiously wait to get outside these walls. But look at the guards. Are they not like you? They are also within the same walls. Even though they are let out at night, every morning you see them back here. They love to come. You would love to get out. The enclosure is the same. To them, it is not a prison. To you, it is. Why? Is there any change in the walls? No. You feel it is a prison. They feel that it is a place to work and earn. It is the mental attitude. If, instead of imprisonment, you think of this as a place for your reformation where an opportunity has been given you to change your attitude in life, to reform and purify yourself, you will love to be here until you feel purified. Even if they say, "Your time is over, you can go," you may say, "I'm still not purified. I want to be here for some more time." In fact, many such prisoners continued to lead a yogic life even after they left prison, and they were even thankful for their prison life. That means they took it in the right way. So, if you can have control over the thought forms and change them as you want, you are not bound by the outside world. There's nothing wrong with the world. You can make it a heaven or a hell according to your approach. That is why the entire yoga is based on chitta, vritti, nirodhah. If you control your mind, you have controlled everything. Then there is nothing in this world to bind you.